What's going on, guys? Team Infinite here, and we're finally back with a Masked Hero deck profile. Let's get straight into it. The first monster you want to run is 3 Shadow Mist. This is the main card in the deck to get out Darklaw. When she is special summoned, you could add 1 mass change from the deck to the hand. When she's sent to the graveyard, you could add 1 hero from the deck to the hand. This card generates a lot of plays, which is why you have to run it at 3. Without 3, it would not be good. Next, you want to run 2 Vision Hero Vion, my mistake. 2 Vision Hero Vion. This card is not searchable by e-call, but it is still good. 3 Vision Hero Vion is too cloggy, and 1 is not enough. This card, when it's normal or special summon, you could send 1 hero from the deck to the grave. Typically, you want to send Shadow Mist, because you could add your Honest Neos to your hand. Also, since this is a dark, you could get Darklaw out with it. Next, I'm running 2 Elemental Hero Bubble Man. I've tried it at 3, it does not work. I'm currently trying it at 2. I like it, but I'm thinking of trying it at 1. Let me know in the comments if you use Masked Heroes, and let me know what you think. Thank you. Next, I run 2 Elemental Hero Honest Neos. This is probably the second best card in the deck, right behind Shadow Mist, because it just boosts your monster's attack by so much. It helps you OTK so easily. This card makes Bubble Man 3300 attack. It makes your Shadow Mist 3500 attack, and it also makes your Darklaw 4900, which is completely insane. For the last hero, I run 1 Blaze Man. Blaze Man's good because it could send your Shadow Mist to the graveyard. Once you send your Shadow Mist to the graveyard, he becomes a dark monster with 1000 attack. Alright? This allows you to get your Darklaw out. Also, it allows you to trigger your Shadow Mist in the graveyard, so you could add your Honest to your hand. Next, for the monsters, you want to run 2 Goblinberg. Goblinberg, you turn him to defense, special summon a level 4 lower monster from your hand. He usually gets out your Shadow Mist, which then gets your mass change, which gets you out Darklaw. For the hand traps, I run 2 Ghost Ogres and 1 Maxi. The other hand traps are just way too expensive, so these will do the job for now. Next, for the last monster, I run 1 BLS because you run 4 light monsters in the deck. You get them in the graveyard fairly easily because you discard them for their effects. This guy is very good, but I would not run him at 2 because usually, you know what, 1's enough, 1's enough. You don't need to run 2 because 1's enough. As soon as you get this guy, you could easily OTK your opponent, you don't need 2. Next, for the spell cards, I run 3 Hero Lives. This card is awesome. You want to see it first turn. It gets out your Shadow Mist. It's a 1-card Darklaw. I mean, what more could you ask for? Next, I run 3 E-Calls and 1 Reinforcements of the Army. I mean, searches out your hero monsters, searches out your warrior monsters, this searches out your elemental heroes. Makes the deck go quicker, more consistent. Next, I run triple mass change and 1 mass change 2. I've tried 2 mass change 2s, but I feel like I don't really need it. 3 of this, 1 of that is more than enough. Next, I run 2 Pot of Desires. I can't even explain the love I have for this card. Lots of people hate it, but personally, I love this card so much. You want to use it wisely though. If you do not use it wisely, you will lose the duel, alright? If you banish the cards you need, you will lose the duel. You only use this card after you've done your main combo. Your main play, you know? Next, double Twin Twister. Twin Twister is good because it could trigger your Shadow Mist. Discard 1 card, destroy 2 spell and trap cards on the field. Discard Shadow Mist, add your Honest Neos, add whatever thing you need to your hand, and you don't neg, so it's awesome. Next, Dark Hole. If you have Regeki, switch this out for Regeki, but right now I only have Dark Hole, and that is why I'm using it. For the 1-ofs, I run 1 Mass Charge and 1 Miracle Fusion. Miracle Fusion is amazing. Top deck this late game. Ooh, amazing. Purely amazing. And for the Mass Charge, I mean, it gets back materials you used in the graveyard, such as your Mass Change and a hero monster. So, I mean, it helps OTKs, it helps get back resources. It's just a good card in general. Next, for the traps, I run 2 Back to the Front and 2 Call of the Haunted. I've tried 3 Back to the Front and 1 Call of the Haunted, but I feel like in most situations, I want my monster to be in attack position. So that's why I prefer 2 and 2. Last for the trap cards, I run 2 Fiendish Chain. For the extra deck, you want to run 2 Masked Hero Darklaw. This is the main guy of the extra deck. You want to get him out as quick as possible. He's just one of the best cards to ever come out for heroes. Next, you want to run 2 Masked Hero Anki. This card's good because if it destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you could search a mass change from your deck and add it to your hand. Then you could chain it, mass change him, go for an OTK, or you could half his attack and attack your opponent directly. This is very good because you could Honest Neos him and he becomes 3900, so you could attack your opponent for 3900 damage, which is completely absurd. For the rest of the Masked Heroes, I run 1 Acid, 1 Dian, and 1 Koga. Dian you could make because you run Mass Change 2, you could change your Goblinberg into this guy. He's fairly good, but Acid is probably the best one out of these 3. Next, for the Elemental Hero Fusions, you want to run 1 Absolute Zero and 1 Shining. Absolute Zero is good because you could combo, there's a combo with Acid, which I'll show you in a second, and Shining is good because he becomes a huge beat stick. Alright, the combo with this is you get him out using Miracle Fusion, you mass change this guy for Acid. What this guy does is when he's removed from the field, when he leaves the field, he destroys all monsters your opponent controls. So since he's leaving the field for mass change, you destroy all monsters your opponent controls, and since Acid gets on the field, he destroys all spell and trap cards your opponent controls. So basically with these 2 cards right here, you wipe your opponent's field. For the XYZs, you want to run 1 Castel, 1 Baguska, 1 Excalibur, and 1 Blade Armor Ninja. Right now, I do not have the money for Utopia the Lightning, but if you do have them, I would change these 2 guys right here for Utopia and Utopia the Lightning. For the Link monsters, I run 1 Decode Talker and 1 Proxy Dragon. If you have a second Decode Talker, go ahead and run 2 of them, but right now I don't, so I'm running a Proxy Dragon. I've seen a lot of people using this guy right here, Miss Starboy, but in this build you're only running 2 Elemental Hero Bubble Man, so he's pretty much taking up useless space in your extra deck if you'd like to run him. Alright guys, that's been Masked Heroes. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!